Ace West for HotHipHopDetroit.com, and I got Sexton in the building. I feel very special because she's from the other side of the world. I'm from up north, Australia, Toronto, or Canada, sorry, in the building. So what brought you to Detroit? Is it your first time?
No, it's not my first time. It's like my third time. So originally I moved from Australia to LA. Didn't know anybody. Figured it out. Independent artist, as the story goes. My boy CJ is from Detroit, and he basically was saying, "Yo, like, what's up with your music? You should come out to Detroit." So I came first time summer 2016.
Okay.
Was out here, opened up for Bryson Tiller at Shane Park. Was rocking with the Coalition DJs, different radio DJs, all that. So it's been a couple trips since then.
So like you family now.
Yeah,
I've
been out here in Detroit.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so I seen recently that you're at Coachella.
Yes.
What was your experience like there?
That was my first time.
Really?
Yeah, it was lit. It was really crazy. First night out was just a chill night. We just touched down. There's a lot of people on Molly and crazy drugs. It was
my gosh.
It was
I can only imagine. I've been to a couple like festivals and I can just imagine Coachella's like on a whole another level.
Yeah, it's like everyone's talking to you in the mouths of movie. Like, okay, everyone's on another level. I just touched down in the desert. I'm trying to find some food. Like, what's going on?
And some water.
Yes, exactly. No, but yeah, it was really lit. So Puffy's sons are industry friends of mine, and it was them and OVO Ryan and some clothing companies had an event. Yeah, Toronto. Right. So excuse me, cool. He's really cool. So
it's okay. It's just going on the internet.
Okay, cool. Like my mouth is very filthy. No, so yeah, we had a pool party, and then we had like a nighttime concert. They had Lil Wayne and Richard Kidd and a bunch of people. So yeah, it was super lit.
Did you get to experience Beychella?
Wait, what's Beychella? Like all the
Beyonce.
No, oh, I thought you meant Bay as in Bays. No, like Beyonce.
No.
I missed her, but I've seen snippets on the internet. It was so epic. But I've just been running around. I didn't get a chance.
I'd be so disappointed. I'd be like, do you know what? I'm going back next weekend because I gotta see the Queen.
It looked crazy. Some of my girls danced for her. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna see a bunch of footage soon. But we just ran in, rushed around, and went and saw Timbaland set at Neon Carnival. I worked with him, and then dipped out. It was like really.
Said your highs, buys, you know.
Yeah, I really want to see the actual Coachella.
Yeah,
that's my next year. I want to perform it next year.
I was gonna ask, like, seeing icons like Beyonce, even though you weren't there and you've seen clips, how does seeing that like change how you want to perfect your craft? Because you know she's an icon, like she's literally a living legend right now.
For sure.
So how does watching her?
I think for me, women like Beyonce really inspired me to stay on my workaholic personality, which I'm known for. I think also just the light that she sheds when she walks onto a stage. I really try to channel that when I'm on stage. I've danced my whole life. She's danced her whole life. So yeah, it's just really just seeing different ways that women portray women empowerment through their art, and then how I just know her and Michael Jackson were really known for going over their steps over and over and over. My girl danced for her, so she doesn't sleep. She takes naps, as far as I've heard. You know, it's just ongoing perfection. Yeah. Trying to perfect the dance steps. So that really inspires me. Like, nah, that's not enough. Keep going. Keep going. You know,
you gotta come hard. I watched the performance. I stayed up until like 2 o'clock in the morning here to watch it, and the next day I was like, what do I need to do to channel my inner Beyonce? Like, I need to be great at all times. And I know that if I was an artist, I would just try to be like Beyonce as much in terms of her work ethic. Obviously, everybody has their own style, their own flow, and all that other stuff, but her work ethic is like insane. You know, Okay, so you're a pretty fashionable girl, you know. Who is one of your fashion icons?
Honestly, someone I look to is A$AP Rocky.
Really?
Yeah.
A$AP is really...
Yeah. Some of me I feel like is like the tomboy side of him. I really loved watching certain tomboy artists like Alicia and TLC back in the day. And then also Kate Moss, the model. I think she's really effortless and has this whole like not give a fuck kind of personality. So those are probably I don't know. I really just go off mood. Whatever I'm feeling that day. A lot of the times stuff I put in is like really just a 5-minute, like, this feels good, I mix colors, and I'm like, we're good, you know? So I have my system, and it works.
And it works for you. So you mentioned, like, kind of the tomboy. Are you a sneakerhead?
I was more back in the day when I was dancing a lot. Now I kind of have a balance, but I mean, I always have been. You know, I just found myself spending way too much money on sneakers.
I feel you. Jordan has been releasing a lot the last couple of months, and I'm sitting on the app like, oh my god, like I'm gonna go broke. I do not have the extra money for this.
Well, one pair I love are these rare Adidas sneakers I got probably like 5-6 years ago. They're like yellow and they look like they have kind of like Skittle coloring all over them. They were like really retro. I don't know what they were.
Actually, I think I've seen them before.
Yellow ones, yeah. I love, there's a new one, I think they're newer, in Nike. I think they're called Miami South Beach. They're like neon coming around the front.
And they're inspired by LeBron, I think, when he went from Cleveland to Miami South Beach. So they had like a whole different colorway, and they did his LeBrons, and I think they also did Air Maxes and stuff like that. Right. Yeah.
Puma's been hooking me up too, so I've been grabbing some.
Puma is like a low-key sleeper, and I always tell people like they're easy, they're comfortable, like you can pretty much walk them with whatever. Right. So I like Puma as well. Okay, if you had to choose between Rihanna style or Kim Kardashian style, who are you going with?
I would lean more towards Rihanna because I think there's a lot more versatility and more patterns and different stuff. I think with Kim,
she plays with it a little bit more.
Kim definitely experiments too. I just think Rihanna's just got no limits to her fashion, which is where I'm going with fashion, is not having a limit.
Yeah, it's limitless.
Yeah.
So what's one thing that you would like people to know about you, whether it's changing a misconception or something they just wouldn't know at all?
I think that some people, from what I've experienced so far, are trying to hold on to artists that have been before, and I just want them to try to just have their minds open and not try to box me into something, and just keep their mind open. Just keep their mind open and just kind of let me have a little more time to really peep how I'm doing things, and then kind of make a judgment. Yeah. Read more than a chapter of my book.
That's okay. Don't judge me by the cover, you know what I mean? Or don't judge me by the chapter you walked in on. Right. I get it. No judgment over here. Yes. So what's one of the best advice that somebody has given you?
It was actually a lyric of Frank Ocean's. It wasn't a direct. That always sticks in my mind. He had a lyric that said, the best advice I got was keep writing. And that for me was a moment a couple of years ago. I can't remember what song it was. But that lyric to me really stood out because when I felt like people weren't seeing me for my talent, I just kept writing songs. I just kept going and kept my head down and focused, and it would come. I think my dad has probably got the best quotes. He's always got one of them. Oh man, he has so many for days. But I got my writing from him. But he said one, time does not respect what is made without her. Ooh. So it basically means like if you build a house in a day, the value of that house could fall the next day. You know, whereas if you take your time with things, it might take longer, but you're really creating something dope. And I think that's my story. Like
I've seen a meme like that where they say Toyotas you can build like a bunch of them within like a couple days, but Rolls Royce it takes like 6 months to buy. Right. It's the same thing. You know, I'm a work in progress. Yeah. Took my time. Let it take time.
I kind of feel like the Big Sean story a little bit. Like when hearing his story, I kind of feel like that. Like it was like people think it just came like that. It's like no, this was a lot of grind.
And I think I personally appreciate those stories more than like the overnight ones because they can come and go. Yeah. And sure, they're hot for a minute, but I really like somebody who's been through the struggles, been tried like all the time, right? And came out on top eventually.
Yeah. You learn so much from it. I mean. You really have to be ready for the light, especially in entertainment, and you never want to be underprepared. So absolutely, I just appreciated that time, that silence, to really like get myself ready for everything. You know?
Oprah did say, "Opportunity is when preparation and
meets."
Yeah, or luck is when preparation and like the opportunity meets.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I believe that. I feel it. So, what has been one of your best collabs so far?
Probably TK Kravtiz, Space. We went number 8 on radio.
You did.
So that was good.
I remember he came here too, and he gave me the little shirt with the middle finger up. And I wore it one time to, I think it was a doctor's appointment. I ended up going to the hospital, and I had the t-shirt on when I went to and I was just like, I want to apologize for the middle finger that's staring up at you right now.
Was it a drawing, or was it a picture of me?
No, I don't know if it was your hand.
I don't think
it was
so.
just a hand.
Oh, no, that wasn't me.
Yeah, it was just a hand with the middle finger, and I'm just like, I'm going to apologize for this shirt right now. And she was like, I didn't even realize. I was like, great.
I was the kid that was like 3 years old doing this in pictures.
Me too. Like, I have a baby picture. I was like 8 months old. My aunt posted on Facebook, and it's just me with the middle finger.
My brother thought it was hilarious. He used to teach me it was this one, so I'd walk around and everyone would laugh at all the kids and I'd be like,
oh my gosh, I have so many baby stories. People look at me like, you were a bad one. So if you could collaborate with anybody going forward, whether it's somebody who's hot right now or somebody from the past, who would it be?
I would say recently, like right now, Drake, and it just sounds like the typical thing. But
God, I'm here for it.
Drake, I studied him a lot.
Yeah.
You know, overall in his entire package, and I just really respect what they've created.
Yeah, and I appreciate Drake not just because I'm from Toronto, but because everything that he delivers is usually something hot. Whether it's just a verse or a whole song, like it's gonna get the people going, and it's not one crowd. It's not just people from the hood. It's not just people from the suburbs. It's like everybody. It's females, and I bet you any money after that song drop, everybody's Instagram lyrics, quote is gonna be a song from there.
Yeah,
so I like that collab. So your most recent single is Sexton. What's one thing that you absolutely adore about either the writing process or coming up with the concept? The video concept.
The song came about in Atlanta. I just had a cup of Remy and a cup of coffee, my go-tos in the booth, and I was just freestyling. The actual idea of Sexton came about from me posting a picture of me in a fly outfit. I just captioned it Sexton one day because Sexton is my name.
And you've been flexing.
You know. So like the song process itself is always fun, but I think the video of being able to put the kangaroo in it, I've wanted to put a kangaroo in a video for a long time, and I was like, I need a flex animal for this, like a jaguar something, and I was like, wait, the kangaroo, and I knew there was one hopping around in Detroit.
I was gonna say, did you see him?
And my boy CJ has to connect, so I'm like, call him up, and he was down to do it, but the label didn't want to have to fly the entire production team to Detroit. It was easier if I could find one in LA, because we were already out there with the directors. So I found a company in LA that had a baby. There was a baby and an adult, but I went with the baby and he had a little diaper on because he would have gone everywhere. But it was cool to do that and just bring what I'm trying to do with my art is really, I find the word culture is sometimes dividing of humanity, and like I want to bring all elements of different cultures and bring it together as one thing in art. So that was my little thing from home that I wanted to put in it. So I think it was cool to like have, you know, the crazy fashion and the dance and then all in one.
Do you have any advice for anybody either at home or from other countries who are trying to make it in America? Because it's hard to get.
The visa alone, the papers you need to live here alone.
I got 2 meetings next week with different immigration lawyers.
I've been on about 4 visas. You know, it's like it's not easy. That's the first step. If you can get over that. No, but you know, I think everyone's journey being a foreigner is very different. I had to learn the very hard way. I came to LA and didn't have anyone I could call, and I really had to get robbed and do all kinds of things in business, learning. You know, I just think stick to your gut and don't ever make poor decisions against what your instinct tells you just for the desperation of trying to get on. Like, don't rush it. Don't ever rush it, because when you rush something, it's just like you don't want to lose your respect and all of that. So I think coming from a foreign country, you really have to understand, especially an English-speaking country. I came here, I think, kind of assuming, being a little naive, that it'd be the same. But the English there and the English here is not the same. It's totally different ways of working. And I think the quicker you can learn the business and study business, the quicker you can, you know, prepare yourself to be protecting yourself. So much. I mean, I could write a book on it, but it's, there's no blueprint, but I just think, you know, never go against what you believe in. Your instinct is right.
Yeah, follow your heart, follow, you know, especially as females, we got that inner instinct, and we need to follow that, listen to it.
It's held back,
Okay, I'm not going to keep you long, so you can go, get your smoothie.
Just touched down.
Go kill up Detroit.
Yes. I'm having my first interview with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel so special. Okay, thank you for this so much. Enjoy your time. That's a wrap.